After this happened, I saw 4 angels standing at the 4 corners of the earth. The angels were holding the 4 winds of the earth. They were stopping the wind from blowing on the land, or the sea, or on any tree. Then I saw another angel coming from the east. This angel had the seal of the living God. The angel called out in a loud voice to the 4 angels. These were the 4 angels that God had given the power to hurt the earth and the sea. The angel said to them, "Don't harm the land or the sea or the trees before we mark the foreheads of those who serve our God." Then I heard how many people had God's mark on their foreheads. There were 144,000. They were from every tribe of the people of Israel. From the tribe of Judah, 12,000. From the tribe of Reuben, 12,000. From the tribe of Gad, 12,000. From the tribe of Asher, 12,000. From the tribe of Naphtali, 12,000. From the tribe of Manasseh, 12,000. From the tribe of Simeon, 12,000. From the tribe of Levi, 12,000. From the tribe of Issachar, 12,000. From the tribe of Zebulun, 12,000. From the tribe of Joseph, 12,000. From the tribe of Benjamin, 12,000. Then I looked, and there was a large crowd of people. There were so many people that no one could count them all. They were from every nation, tribe, race of people, and language of the earth. They were standing before the throne and before the Lamb. They all wore white robes and had palm branches in their hands. They shouted loudly, "Victory belongs to our God, who sits on the throne, and to the Lamb." The elders and the 4 living beings were there. All the angels were standing around them and the throne. The angels bowed down on their faces before the throne and worshiped God. They said, "Amen. Praise, glory, wisdom, thanks, honor, power, and strength belong to our God forever and ever. Amen." Then one of the elders asked me, "Who are these people in white robes? Where did they come from?" I answered, "You know who they are, sir." And the elder said, "These are the ones who have come out of the great suffering. They have washed their robes with the blood of the Lamb, and they are clean and white. So now these people are before the throne of God. They worship God day and night in His temple, and the one who sits on the throne will protect them. They will never be hungry again. They will never be thirsty again. The sun will not hurt them. No heat will burn them. The Lamb in front of the throne will be their shepherd. He will lead them to springs of water that give life, and God will wipe away every tear from their eyes." The Lamb opened the 7th seal. Then there was silence in heaven for about half an hour. And I saw the 7 angels who stand before God. They were given 7 trumpets. Another angel came and stood at the altar. This angel had a golden holder for incense. The angel was given much incense to offer with the prayers of all God's holy people. The angel put this offering on the golden altar before the throne. The smoke from the incense went up from the angel's hand to God. The smoke went up with the prayers of God's people. Then the angel filled the incense holder with fire from the altar and threw it down on the earth. Then there were flashes of lightning, thunder, and other noises, and an earthquake. Then the 7 angels with the 7 trumpets prepared to blow their trumpets. The first angel blew his trumpet. Then hail and fire mixed with blood was poured down on the earth, and 1/3 of the earth and all the green grass and 1/3 of the trees were burned up. The second angel blew his trumpet. Then something that looked like a big mountain, burning with fire, was thrown into the sea, and 1/3 of the sea became blood. And 1/3 of the created beings in the sea died, and 1/3 of the ships were destroyed. The third angel blew his trumpet. Then a large star, burning like a torch, fell from the sky. It fell on 1/3 of the rivers and on the springs of water. The name of the star was Bitterness, and 1/3 of all the water became bitter. Many people died from drinking this bitter water. The fourth angel blew his trumpet. Then a third of the sun, and a third of the moon, and a third of the stars were struck. So a third of them became dark. A third of the day and night was without light. While I watched, I heard an eagle that was flying high in the air. The eagle said in a loud voice, "Terrible! Terrible! How terrible for those who live on the earth! The terrible trouble will begin after the sounds of the trumpets that the other three angels will blow." The fifth angel blew his trumpet. Then I saw a star fall from the sky to the earth. The star was given the key to the deep hole that leads down to the bottomless pit. Then the star opened the hole leading to the pit. Smoke came up from the hole like smoke from a big furnace. The sun and sky became dark because of the smoke from the hole. Then locusts came out of the smoke and went down to the earth. They were given the power to sting like scorpions. They were told not to damage the fields of grass or any plant or tree. They were to hurt only those who did not have God's mark on their foreheads. They were not given the power to kill them, but only to cause them pain for 5 months. Pain like a person feels when stung by a scorpion. During those days, people will look for a way to die, but they will not find it. They will want to die, but death will hide from them. The locusts looked like horses prepared for battle. On their heads, they wore something that looked like a golden crown. Their faces looked like human faces. Their hair was like women's hair. Their teeth were like lions' teeth. Their chests looked like iron breastplates. The sound their wings made was like noise of many horses and chariots hurrying into battle. The locusts had tails with stingers like scorpions. The power they had to give people pain for 5 months was in their tails. They had a ruler, who was the angel of the bottomless pit. His name in Hebrew is Abaddon. In Greek, it is Apollyon. The first terror is now past. There are still 2 other terrors to come. The sixth angel blew his trumpet. Then I heard a voice coming from the horns on the 4 corners of the golden altar that is before God. It said to the sixth angel who had the trumpet, "Free the 4 angels who are tied at the great river Euphrates." These 4 angels had been kept ready for this hour and day and month and year. The angels were set free to kill a third of all the people on the earth. I heard how many troops on horses were in their army. There were 200 million. In my vision, I saw the horses and the riders on the horses. They looked like this. They had breastplates that were fiery red, dark blue, and yellow like sulfur. The heads of the horses looked like heads of lions. The horses had fire, smoke, and sulfur coming out of their mouths. A third of all the people on earth were killed by these 3 plagues coming out of the horses' mouths: the fire, the smoke, and the sulfur. The horses' power was in their mouths and also in their tails. Their tails were like snakes that have heads to bite and hurt people. The other people on earth were not killed by these plagues, but these people still did not change their hearts and turn away from worshiping the things they had made with their own hands. They did not stop worshiping demons and idols made of gold, silver, bronze, stone, and wood, things that cannot see or hear or walk. They did not change their hearts and turn away from killing other people or from their evil magic, their sexual sins, and their stealing. Then I saw another powerful angel coming down from heaven. The angel was dressed in a cloud. He had a rainbow around his head. The angel's face was like the sun, and his legs were like poles of fire. The angel was holding a small scroll. The scroll was open in his hand. He put his right foot on the sea and his left foot on the land. He shouted loudly, like the roaring of a lion. After he shouted, the voices of 7 thunders spoke. The 7 thunders spoke, and I started to write. But then I heard a voice from heaven that said, "Don't write what the 7 thunders said. Keep those things secret." Then the angel I saw standing on the sea and on the land raised his right hand to heaven. The angel made a promise by the power of the one who lives forever and ever. He is the one who made the skies and all that is in them. He made the earth and all that is in it, and he made the sea and all that is in it. The angel said, There will be no more waiting. In the days when the seventh angel is ready to blow his trumpet, God's secret plan will be completed. The good news that God told his servants, the prophets. Then I heard the same voice from heaven again. It said to me, "Go and take the open scroll that is in the angel's hand. This is the angel who is standing on the sea and on the land." So I went to the angel and asked him to give me the little scroll. He said to me, "Take the scroll and eat it. It will be sour in your stomach, but in your mouth it will be sweet like honey." So I took the little scroll from the angel's hand and ate it. In my mouth it tasted sweet like honey, but after I ate it, it was sour in my stomach. Then I was told, "You must prophesy again about many races of people, many nations, languages, and rulers."